So these are 5 things that they never tell you before your first job in EMS. Okay, so number 1, you are literally sick for 2 years solid. 2 years solid. You walk into work, you start getting sick. Day 1, within 5 minutes, you're like, oh, what is this, a cold? It's probably pneumonia. You are sick for a solid 2 years because of all those sick, nasty, sick people. Sickness. That's all it is. Okay, so number 2, nobody ever tells you how bad the human body actually smells. Like, I'm talking, you're on a call, and it's never, okay, I'm hanging out, I'm picking up this cute little 150 pounder. Okay, no, this is like a 900 pound human that today's the day that their ingrown toenail, they need to go to the ER, and they haven't bathed in a year and a half. So those are the types of, nobody ever tells you how bad these people stink. Human bodies, very gross. They smell. Okay, number 3, when you start in EMS, like when you're first right off the bat in your basic class, your little basic learning EMS, you are made to believe that everything is an emergency. Like, you're going in, you're rolling on like gunshot wounds, collapsed lungs, missing limbs. Nobody ever tells you when Great Aunt Jane calls because she tripped and stubbed her pinky toe and now she's got to go to the ER, or that the mom calls because little Johnny fell and like skinned his knee and it's never even, there's no blood, but they call 911 because why not? I mean, we're not doing anything. Which, a little side note to that one, you roll into somebody's house and there are always like 8 cars in the driveway. You have to maneuver your cot through the driveway to get into these people's house. Everybody there legitimately drives and everyone there wants to follow you to the hospital. Now, why couldn't you take grandma to the hospital with her cold? You know what? It's not grandma. It's not grandma. It's Uncle Scott that's got the cold with a little dribble of the left nostril there. And they're like, oh my gosh, we need to go to the ER right now and we are going to follow you. Turn on your lights and sirens. It's an emergency. Okay, I'm getting completely off track here. But number 4, you don't get breaks. You don't get lunches. Now, a lot of people are like, they start and they're like, so when is actually is your lunch break? And you're like, you don't get one, and you're working probably 12, 16 hours, and you don't get a lunch. You eat in between calls or on the toilet in between the next call because you've had to pee so bad and you've held it for 13 hours already, and that is your break. That is your break when you have to poop. Okay, and lastly, number 5, in my opinion, EMS, moving humans. Now, do you know the difference between dead weight and not dead weight? Because I do. There's dead weight, which is obviously dead. So this little 100 pounder suddenly turns into a 300 pound person, and they always die upstairs, and there's 3 flights of steps, and you have to go around these like 180 degree turns. But moving people is the biggest thing in EMS that nobody ever talks about until you start. It's like suddenly, somebody hurts themselves and they can't walk. They are an Olympian and today's the day they can't walk and you have to move them and nobody's ever light. Nobody ever tells you that. Moving people. So those are my 5 things that nobody ever tells you when you first start working in EMS. Just my opinion. And side note, hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, hit me up, subscribe. You'll love it. I put out new videos. I don't know when, but I do.